All right, welcome to Yoga for Bone Health, our first session. I'll meet you on the mat. So coming to stand in mountain pose, maybe stretch out the face, roll out the shoulders, maybe just sway the hips a little bit. Just allow yourself to just get a little bit grounded, allow yourself to arrive. And then just pausing, maybe taking your hands to their chest and the belly, closing the eyes or gazing the attention downward. We'll start to loosen the grip. And all those things that had to happen for you to be here in this moment. So allowing yourself to be present in this moment. As you breathe in, as you breathe out. And kind of just picking up on that, energy of renewal that we sometimes get the new year. I feel it more in September, I think, because I was a teacher for so many years. And this is when, we kind of get back into routine. So just setting an intention, perhaps even a commitment to yourself for this practice today, but also throughout the week and throughout these, the whole session. Maybe committing to, definitely doing one of these classes per week, but doing the recording maybe once a week as well, just making that commitment to the body, to the mind. And with that, we'll release, open the eyes, stretch out the face, just a few shoulder rolls. And I'm introducing some new arm and shoulder stretches that I want to incorporate pretty regularly into this class, as I've been dissatisfied with what I've been doing thus far. So we'll just let those shoulders be soft. Big breath in, take a big breath in, grow tall, and exhale, just look to the left and just notice how far you can take your head to the left. Inhale back to center, look to the right, and just notice how far you can take your head to the right. And inhale back to center. Now we're going to bring our arms up like I Dream of Jeannie arms, and we're going to take the left arm on top. We'll have a big breath in and exhale. Move your elbows as far over to the right as you can, keeping your body center. So it's really feeling this stretch from on the back of the shoulder and into the shoulder blade. And we'll do that about 5 times. Good, release, inhale, exhale, look over to the left and just notice if your range of motion has increased a little bit. And come back to center, hopefully it has. Take the opposite arm on top, inhale, and exhale, we'll do the same thing on this side. You might find that one side feels different than the other side. And we don't have to place any judgment on one side or the other. Just notice. Okay, I think that was 5. Release, inhale, exhale, and gaze over the right shoulder and just see what you notice in terms of range of motion there from that stretch. So I've been noticing like really noticeable kind of like gains in that area. So I hope you have been too. Roll the shoulders out some more, and then we'll take our arms out to the side. So internal, external rotation. One arm is internal, one arm is external. I'm going to come a little bit closer so you can see it close up, because very specifically, I want you to see how my shoulder is rolling forward. And then getting them both. So it's like you're kind of like wringing out a towel one way and then the other. And just see what you notice in the upper back when you do this. Yes, we're getting a nice stretch in the arms. That's important. But my focus here is shoulders, upper back. So it's like we're doing a little mini upper body twist. Okay, and release. Stretch the face. Roll out the shoulders. Okay, just kind of interlace your fingertips, reach them over. Inhale, exhale. As you draw your left elbow down, your right elbow comes up. And if you can bring the fingertips close to the shoulder, that's great. Inhale up and exhale over. So I'm bringing this shoulder down, sorry, this elbow down, and that shoulder is their elbows. One elbow up, one elbow down, you got it. So finding another way to stretch the scapula and the arms. And release. Good. I dream a genie again. Just take note of what arm is on top because we'll change each time. So inhale, exhale, just reach it up over the arms and as far back as you can, bring it back down and then switch and repeat. We'll do that 2 or 3 times on each side. Bringing the shoulder blades, like gliding and sliding them down and then out. So just taking a moment to observe the effect of this movement on the upper back. Nice. And release. And then taking your left hand so that the palms are like the fingertips just touch where around where your upper back and neck meet. Taking the elbow up. And then with the bottom hand, internally rotate so that the back of the hand touches anywhere along the spine. Eventually moving the fingertips a little bit closer and closer towards each other. I'm not expecting them to touch, but just getting the fingertips pointing toward each other is great. And release. Big breath in. And exhale, taking the chin down toward the chest. Taking the head a little to the left, a little to the right. So I've been thinking about how, in the past we've always stretched up the neck and then the shoulders. And we're going to explore stretching out the shoulders first and then the neck. Bring the head up. Take one ear to one shoulder, keep both of them soft. Inhale up, exhale over. And I do this a little bit more thoroughly in the yoga class, but just nice to have it warmed up before we start lifting weights. Okay. So let's do some sun salutations. So grabbing your chair, taking your hands to the back of the chair or the seat of the chair, fold forward. Stretch out the face, reach the fingers forward, reach the hips back, sway from side to side at the shoulders, so softening up at the shoulders. Ha. Oh, that feels good. Big breath in, so there's yawning or sighing going on there, just releasing the body tension, and then we'll pedal the heels and knees forward and back as we pedal the pelvis forward and back. All right, inhale, step that right foot forward, knee over ankle, float your arms up to the sky. Let's really hug in the ribs and lift the navel. Exhale, take the hands down and step back. Inhale and left foot forward, press into that back heel, and again, lifting, reaching up. Just check out how those shoulders are feeling in the arm socket after those nice big stretches. And then we'll repeat. Right side, press into the back heel, lift the back thigh, lift the navel. Exhale. Inhale, left side. Breathing in. Breathing out. Exhale. And release. All right, inhale that right foot forward and the left foot comes out a bit. We're going to squeeze those thighs together. Take the knee over the ankle, lift the arches of the feet. Hugging the ribs and really draw this energy of the navel upward as we reach up and pull down. Reach up and pull down. Reach up. So another scapula stretch, stretching through the arms. So when you're reaching up, really actively reach up and through the fingertips. So that it's not just the shoulders, it's the whole arm getting a stretch. Last one, inhale. Exhale. Release, taking your hands to the chair, turn that back foot forward, step back, forward, forward, big breath in, exhale, inhale, left side, right foot comes out to the side, take that knee over the ankle, press into the heel, lift that back thigh, lift the arches of the feet, and we're going to reach forward this time, so feel the shoulder blades draw away from each other, inhale, exhale, squeeze the shoulder blades together, inhale, shoulder blades apart, exhale, shoulder blades together. And so on, connecting with breath and just checking that your foundation is super solid here. Arches are still lifted. Back thigh is still lifted. Navel still lifted. Last one. Take the hands down. Put the toe forward and step back, forward fold. All right, we're going to walk the feet forward. Come into a few more warm-ups for the legs. Okay, so take the feet nice and wide. Actually, no, we're gonna bring them together. I don't want to miss this one. Arms at the side, sorry, mountain pose. Inhale, exhale, just gently bringing fingertip toward the knee. Inhale up, exhale, fingertips toward the knee. Inhale up. Let's do that again. Nice side body stretch. Maybe the second time, your fingertips go a little bit farther past the knee. Okay, arms up, grab onto the wrist, lean over, inhale up, switch your grip, exhale. Let's do that again. Navel lifted. Keep the heart lifted up towards the sky. Inhale up, reach those fingers up, and exhale. Good. We're going to widen the stance a little bit, just a bit, and the toes can come out just a bit. And we're going to inhale, take that right arm, and exhale, reach it up and over. So our side stretch now is from the tip of your toes to the tips of your fingers. So feeling a stretch not only in the side body, but along the hip, calf, engages as we press into the ball of the foot and lift the heel on the side that you're stretching. Keep that navel lifted. Last one on this side. Now we're going to just come into a twist squat. Inhale, turning, reach to the other side. You can see how I'm on the ball of my foot and the heel kind of turns. Inhale that so that we just keep the knee from torquing in any way. Inhale, exhale. So there's that pivot on the ball of the foot. Inhale, exhale. Keep that navel lifted up. Going to be cueing that in a couple of our poses today to really help support balance and stability. So we might as well warm it up. And release. Exhale, bring those feet together. Okay. Feet nice and wide again. Sink down, goddess. Rise up. We'll just do like just a few regular goddess. Come up, so a little tick-tock, pelvic tilt. Okay, now inhale down, exhale up. This time, lift your heel and kind of lean into that side. Press into the ball of the foot as you rise up. Lift the other side, lean and press into the ball as you rise up. So I want you to feel the inside of the leg really working hard. So we lift the heel and we press. So instead of it kind of being passively rising up, we want to actively press into the toe and lift yourself up. Last one here. Release, toes forward, bring the feet together. So this posture is going to involve some balance and stability. So you can always have the chair there if you need it. Bring your hands up to your heart, just taking one fist to the palm of your hands. We're going to inhale, kind of sit down as if into chair pose. And this is where I really want you to feel activated here. Lift the navel up towards the heart, big breath in. Keep it lifted, rise up onto the tiptoes. Inhale down. Rise up onto the tiptoes. And we're going to kind of go not quite in slow motion, like enough momentum, but with just like that slight little pause on top so that we're feeling like this is actually like balancing. So when we squat, we're looking forward, our heart is lifted. Now this time bring the arms up to the side. Inhale, then bring them up. And that will help with stability as well. Last one. And rise. Great. Okay, this next one is more stability and balance. So again, having the chair there if you need it. So if you're using the chair, take your inner leg, so this is the left foot, and just come onto the ball of the foot. Front leg is slightly bent. So I'm going to show you what that looks like on the side. It's just like this. And we're going to inhale, grow tall, hands on the hips. And then exhale, just bring the fingertips down as you lift your sit bones up. And this is a deadlift, so we're looking down. It's like a forward fold. Inhale, we rise up. And here's our balance. Lift the knee. Exhale, plant the toe. Down. Inhale, standing on one leg. Exhale. Inhale. So like I said, chair can be there even just to hover the fingers for that kind of just in case moment. This will be the last one on this side. Great. So bringing the chair over to the other side so that the bent leg is closest to the chair and you're about arm's distance away from the chair if you need it. Okay. Hands on the hips and slightly bend the knee. Inhale, that forward fold down. Exhale, rise up and stand to balance. Inhale down and exhale up. So forward fold, that front leg is slightly bent, but our sit bones are lifting up towards the sky so that we're stretching out and strengthening the back of the leg, the hammies. Last one. And release. Good. Okay. And we've got some new things for seated. So I'm going to get you to grab like a medium weight. We're going to do 3 seated postures. We're going to do them twice. And not all focused on the legs. But we're going to take this medium weight and bring it up overhead. And if you've already noticing like this is too heavy, then pick up something lighter. Now draw that navel up towards the spine. We're going to lift one leg, flex the foot, push it forward, take it back, lower it down. Other side, lift, push, bend, and lower. Lift, push. So this, our arms are busy, our legs are busy, but I want you to focus on your core strength, hugging in at the ribs and lifting up at the navel. I'm going to show you what it looks like on the side so that you're not leaning over in any way. Because it'd be easy to kind of do this. And I don't want that. I want you to be really supported. This is great for the thighs as well. Starting to increase my heart rate here because we're holding a big weight overhead. We're going to release down. Okay, building up sweat. All right, let's grab some of your lightest weights, please. Knees are forward, toes are forward, and we're sitting forward in the chair, quite a bit forward, like on the edge of the chair, as if you were playing piano or musical instrument. Arms come down, inhale, exhale, fold forward until I'm just looking down. And we're going to take a big breath in. And as you exhale, squeeze your shoulder blades together to lift the weights up. And then exhale, release the shoulder blades. Inhale. Sorry, that's the opposite way. Inhale, arms down. Exhale, squeeze the shoulder blades together. And inhale down. So I'll show you what it looks like on the side. Inhale, exhale, and down. So my back is long. I'm not straight because we all have curvature in the spine, right? But I'm not rounding in any way. I'm not fully on my thighs here. And just slightly bent over. Last one, squeeze those shoulder blades together, because I want you to feel the energy expenditure at the scapula, okay? So that movement is strengthening our scapula so that we have that strength in our upper back to maintain this upright posture throughout the rest of the day. Okay, grabbing, I'm gonna say like, actually, let's do this with no weight to start. Okay. These are new, so I'm just gonna take some time to teach them, all right? So legs are forward and just extend your left foot out, all right? Your right knee is at 90 degrees. We're gonna inhale, come forward. Just bring your hands up to like hand to fist, inhale. And exhale, and you can use a bit of momentum here. We're gonna stand up on our one leg and inhale, come back down. Inhale, exhale, push up with that one leg and sit back down. And we're gonna do that one more time. Squeeze the glute and push those hips forward, okay? Now switch the legs. I'm gonna show you side view. Lean over, inhale. Exhale, stand and squeeze the glutes forward, inhale, back down. Exhale, rise, inhale, back down. And you can see like I'm leaning forward on the way up and I'm leaning forward on the way down because you have to trust that that chair is going to be there for you. Great. And release. Okay. Now grab your light weight. Take it to your chest like you do for goblet squat. So holding it in, shoulders are soft. Extend that left foot forward. There's a little bend in it and really, really use your core strength. So I'm really lifting that navel up towards the heart as I inhale forward. Exhale, press into the bent leg, standing leg, squeeze the glute, inhale, sit back down as you lean forward. Inhale, exhale. So see if you notice a difference with this lighter weight. And I was going to do 3. I think that was 3. And we'll switch sides. Inhale, lean forward. Take that navel up towards the heart. Exhale, push into the foot, stand up, squeeze the glute. Inhale, down. Exhale, rise up. Inhale, dip. Lean forward, exhale, rise up. Lean forward, sit back down. There we go. Okay, so back to that medium weight. Lift it overhead. Both knees pointed forward. Inhale, lift, push, bend, and lower. Lift, push forward, bend, keep going. And lift, push, bend, and lower. Lift, push, and we'll do it a couple more times. Actively taking that navel up towards the spine, strengthening the front of the body, right? So we're doing a lot of things that strengthen upper back and shoulders, but we need to also strengthen our abdominals from the base of the abdominals all the way up to just under the ribs, okay? And release. A little bit of cardio in there too. Okay, sitting forward on that chair, inhale, exhale, come forward, arms come down, big breath in. As you exhale, squeeze those shoulder blades together and the arms will follow. Inhale down. Exhale, squeeze. Arms will follow. So these should be fairly light weights. Mine are like 2.5s. I can maybe go up to 5s, but I wouldn't go any heavier than that. Remembering, inhale, come back, exhale, release, especially if you haven't done anything for 2 weeks, 2 months of the summer, which is perfectly acceptable. There's no judgment there. Just being aware to take it easy, on your first first time back. So I'm gonna grab a heavier weight for our one leg stand up. I don't know what else to call it right now. I'll think of something better later. Grow tall with the navel. You have one knee bent, one leg extended with a slight bend. Inhale, lean forward. Exhale, press into that leg. Stand up, glute comes forward. Inhale, back down. So I've talked about this before, how important it is to practice doing exercises just on one side. Okay, that was 3, so we'll move it over. Inhale, lean forward, exhale, stand up. Because this is where we start to notice, we very likely have a stronger side. Again, no judgment. But what we want to do is make sure that our stronger side isn't getting stronger and our weaker side isn't getting weaker, so that we are asking both legs to do the work. Okay, come to stand. I'm gonna take a sip of water. I'm getting warm and a little thirsty. Okay, let's grab some light weights. Wherever light is for you today, that could be anywhere between 1 and let's say 4. Bend the elbows at 90 degrees. Okay, and we're gonna bring the elbows out to the side like this, keeping the arms at 90. Now, lift the arches of the feet, lift the kneecaps, lift the navel, big breath in. Exhale, we're gonna push both forward on an inhale. Exhale, pull back one and hold the other. Return, exhale, pull back the other. Inhale, return. Now we're gonna pull back both to that 90 degrees and then close it up. So big shoulder workout. Here we go. Lift the elbows, push both, and then like a bow and arrow, you're gonna bring that elbow back as far as you can. When you bring them back together, it's just to 90 and close it back in. Okay, inhale, exhale. Inhale. So when you bring that elbow back, feel the shoulder blades squeezing in towards the spine. And then together, let's close it up. We're gonna do that one more time. Lift, push. So isometric, so one side as we hold the other one out in front. Then back to our 90 degrees, close it up with control and drop it down. Perfect. Okay. We're going to need like a medium weight now. Bringing the weight up to the chest, take your feet nice and wide. So we did this in the warm-up. We're gonna inhale down, exhale up, inhale down, expansion, exhale up, contraction. So here we are, left side, right side. We're gonna lift that heel, inhale down, slightly lean to that side, press into the ball of the foot to rise up. Other side, lean a little and press, make that active. Expansion, contraction. Expansion, contraction. Feeling that push into the balls of the feet. As best you can. And then you might choose like, you know what? This is a bit much for me today. I'm gonna go to a lighter weight or no weight at all. This side is gonna be the last. And release. Toes come together. And bring the feet together. Okay, let's grab those light weights again. Second time around, if you want to go heavier, by all means. Why does everything feel like cardio today? I'm like sweating and really breathing heavy. Okay, feet hip distance apart, palms face forward. Inhale, we pull up, feel the elbows lift up, but the weights stay like about clavicle. Now one side down, one side stays lifted, pull up, one side's down, one side is lifted, pull up, and then both come down. Okay, so let's inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, elbows up, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, pull, release with control, pull, with control, lower down, pull, and release. Here we go. In, exhale, inhale, exhale, in, exhale, in, exhale, inhale, pull, inhale, pull. Last one, and take note, if you think the next time we do this, you're gonna wanna go with the same lighter or heavier mix of weights. Okay. And then grabbing, I would say, a medium weight now. And I'm gonna show this in two different ways. So the first way, toes are pointed forward. This is our slow squat with a real attention to bringing the navel up towards the heart. Inhale, exhale, rise up on the toes. Inhale down and exhale, rise up on the toes. Option, just to do it with one weight. If you want to just have the hand there for support so that you can practice that bit of balance, bit of stability without feeling obligated to have both weights. I'm going to take both. Last one. And release. Whew. Okay, back to our light weights. Take our arms up like cactus. Check that your foundation is solid. Lift the arches of the kneecaps, lift the navel. We're going to press up. Pull down with control. Then we are taking one side as far over. So it's not really at my face, it's a little bit beyond. Bring it back. Folding it forward. Bringing it back. Pushing up. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Cross. Cross. Push up. This will be the last one. Cross. Cross. And bringing those down with control. Okay, let's keep these lighter weights. And again, choosing if you want to go heavier next time. We're going to have the chair at the side. Just in case, we're going to bend the left knee, so chair will be on the left. And I'll show you the two different ways, okay? We can have palms facing the thighs, and I'm really lifting the navel up towards the heart, but my shoulders are soft and even like drawn back. Standing leg is slightly bent as we come over in the deadlift, so this is like a forward fold, and the sit bones go up, so we want to feel stretch in the back of the legs. So this is inhale, come down, exhale, rise up, lift the knee, take the foot back, inhale down, exhale, inhale, exhale. You can use the chair for balance. And it's the inside leg that is bent and lifting up. And making sure that this lifting of the leg, it's coming from the core. That's all this stability is coming from the core. So how do we do that? Lift the navel upward towards the core, kind of feel the ribs hug in. Okay, we gotta switch sides. I did way more on that side than I planned to. Oops. All right, choosing to do two weights or taking one weight off, to have your hand on the chair. We're gonna have the inside leg slightly bent and the ball of the foot connected, standing leg slightly bent, palms at the front. Inhale, come down, forward fold, sit bones raise up, exhale, and taking the knee up as we strengthen the core. Inhale, hamstring stretch, exhale, hamstring strengthen, inhale, core and balance, stability. This is really a nice all-in-one exercise. If you wanted to add an extra challenge, you could bring your elbows up and do a little bicep curl at the same time. Last one here. And release. Good. Okay, let's do that again from the beginning. So we are going to do those 90-degree arms with the bow and arrow. I'm going to stick with the lighter weights. I feel like this exercise in particular, the lighter weights are the way to go for safety at the shoulders, because you're just extending your arms out forward. That's really hard to hold with heavier weights. Okay, 90 degrees, open her up, push forward, draw the navel back. Bow and arrow, draw that elbow back, squeeze the shoulder blade in towards the spine, and now both of them come back, 90 degrees, close it up. Inhale, push forward, draw the navel in. One side, and the other side. Both. So we'll just do a few more of these, stopping if you need to take rest. So this is taken from inspiration from the Paralympic archers. I don't know if you've seen any of that online. It is the most inspiring thing I have seen, to see people do archery like with their legs, or like people who don't have arms and they can still manage to do these incredible things. Okay, down and release. So grabbing a weight for our goddess, left, right side, where we lift the heels. So choosing that weight that you feel you would be comfortable with. I'm going a little bit heavier because I feel like my legs can handle it, but you do you. Okay, toes over to the corners. Inhale down, let's just do one regular one. Exhale up, and then lift the heel, slight lean, and push into that foot, rise up. Slight lean, push. So this really, the whole leg is working together, the thigh and the adductors, the back of the legs. Inhale down, exhale up. Again, expansion, contraction, that doesn't change. Push into that foot. One more here. Release, toes come forward, bring the feet together. We'll put those down. And then we're gonna do that rowing exercise. So I'm gonna go to a medium weight. Which for me today are fives. All right, standing in mountain. Inhale, elbows up, exhale, one lowers, pull, lower down. So you wanna feel like you're pulling something up, right? Both come down with control. Here we go, pull both, one at a time, pull. Last one. Lower down with control. Excellent. Okay, we're gonna do our squat to rise. So whether you do that with 2 weights, or if you do it with 1 and having the chair there for support, either way, let's take that navel up towards the spine. We're gonna start bending the knees. I'm gonna show you the side view. Inhaling down. See how my shoulder blades are drawing towards each other? So my heart is lifted, Exhale, we rise up to the tiptoes. Last one. And release. Good job. And I'm gonna stick with these ones, actually, these more medium weights for our Arnold press and the crossover. So inhale, exhale, push up, inhale down, exhale. Cross your upper arm over as if you want your elbow to touch the opposite shoulder. It's not going to touch, but just moving in that direction. I don't know, I should not speak for you, I will speak for myself. It's unlikely mine is going to touch the shoulder. Push up, but really want you to feel into and experience that stretching, but also that strengthening across the upper girdle. Last one, okay? Trying to keep that upper arm parallel with the floor and nice and easy release down. I'm going to stick with these weights as well as we do our left side, right side deadlift. So you can do it with 2 weights, or you can have 1 weight on the outer arm, 1 hand on the chair, bend that inside leg, and the standing leg is soft. Now draw that navel up towards the heart. Inhale, palms facing the body. We come down, exhale. Lift the knee. Bring the foot back, inhale down. Forward fold, right? So we're looking down, and if you want that little extra as you lift the knee, lift up. Do a little bicep curl there. This is the last one on this side. Looking good, you guys. All right, and over to the other side, switching the chair if you'd like to use that for support. Inhale, come down. Exhale up. Balance in biceps. Try to keep from the upper back. Try to keep the upper back from rounding. So keeping the shoulder blades engaged as you come into this forward fold. This is the last one there. And release. Hold on, you guys. Okay, let's bring some medium weights and some heavy weights. I might as well just bring the light weights up to the top. And I'm going to take off my shoes and we'll meet lying down on the mat. Either coming down onto your side or reaching forward, tuck the chin, scrolling down with vertebrae at a time. As you come down, we're going to hug in the knees, squeeze in through the toes, gentle tucking of the chin. Okay, hands on the knees. We're going to circle those knees out slowly because I want you to just feel a nice, easy stretch on the inside of the legs and then circle them back in and around. So all that goddess stuff that we did today with lifting the heels was targeting the inside of the legs. So I want to make sure this feels nice and stretched out. Just gently stretch down, change the direction. All right, feet up, knees out, grab on to the shins, ankles, to the outsides of the feet. And just hanging out here in happy baby, which is allowing for some stretch on at the hamstrings and at the inner leg. Then bring the soles of the feet together, knees out for cobbler's pose, another inner leg stretch. And moving between like a V and cobbler. So like kind of like happy baby, but extending the legs out in cobbler just so we can give another chance. Whew. What happened? To stretch up the legs. Okay. I just lost everybody, but it looks like I'm still recording. So I'll keep my eye out and see if people pop back on. Okay, because that's the best I can do right now. So grabbing onto your heavy weight and taking it to the pelvis. Thighs are parallel, tuck the shoulders under, feet are pointing forward, and the feet are about as wide as your hips. Big breath in. And then exhale, lift the hips up and inhale down. And exhale, lift the hips up and inhale down. So we are gently squeezing the glutes to lift the hips. And also if we press into the heels, we can activate the hamstrings. At the same time, we get a nice stretch from the knee to the hip. Nice stretch of the quad. And release, good. All right, grabbing, I would say medium weight, taking the arms out to the side and your elbows are at 90 degrees. Gently tuck the chin and check that the shoulder blades are tucked under. Now draw your navel down towards the spine, press the low back into the floor, inhaling. Exhale, pushing your arms up and inhaling down. Now this time when you press the arms up, turn the arms so that the palms are facing each other and then turning them back out to your kind of cactus shape. So just a little twist action in the forearm. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Excellent. So I said to go ahead and take medium weights because when we're lying down, we tend to be able to take a little bit heavier weight in the arms. This is going to be the last one. Good. Now let's just pause. All right, both arms come up now. Press that low back down into the floor like you've got something really heavy pressing down on the abdomen. And we're going to bend the elbows, only the elbows, to bring the weights down. So notice how my upper arms stay the same. They're parallel with each other and perpendicular with the floor. And then I'm going to push them up, and there's my tricep push. Inhale and exhale, push them up. So my tricep is getting some challenge here. And using this medium weight is allowing me to really feel that muscle. I think if I had a lighter weight, I wouldn't necessarily feel the back of my arms working. So this is challenging that muscle in a nice safe way. Let's bring those weights down, roll it over, and we're going to repeat. So grab onto your heavy weight, take it to the hips, and if you're like, I think I can do more, you can grab any other weight, cross it over. Inhaling, tuck the shoulders under, tuck the chin. Exhaling, lift and kind of press into the heels. Inhale down. Exhale, lift, press into the heels. Gentle tuck of the chin. Inhale down. Exhale, lift. Inhale down. Exhale, lift. Last one, we're going to lift and then we're going to hold. Breathing in and out, squeezing the glutes. And then on the next inhale, release. And bring those weights over. So making the choice that's best for you, either those medium weights, or if you wanted to go up, depending what kind of range of weights you have at home. All right, you can go back up a pound or two, or stick with the medium. Arms out to the side, elbows at 90. Press that low back down. Inhale. Exhale, you're pushing up and kind of twisting the upper arm, the forearm, so that the palms are touching, and then bringing it back down. So what we're trying to create here is noticing a little bit of effort at the core by drawing the navel down, but also at the pectoral muscles. So the chest, the front of the chest, we spent a lot of time upper back today, shoulders. So let's pay attention a bit to those chest muscles. It's this or push-ups. So I'm choosing this. Okay, and bring the weights down, and we're just gonna pause because we're gonna go to our tricep exercise, our last one. I just want you to just take a minute. Now put those weights up. So your arms are parallel, press the navel down. We're bending at the elbows, the arms are staying parallel. We're bringing the weight down, elbows are pointing up to the sky, and then exhale, push the weights up and feel that tricep curl. Inhale, the tricep gets long here, and exhale, contracts. And with the contracting, this is where the effort is. This is where the tricep muscle is pulling on this bone, sending the message to the brain to make this bone strong. That's very overly simplified, but at the end of the day, that's what it is. Okay, we're gonna bring those weights down, roll over. Come onto your backs, tuck the shoulder, palms facing up. Reconnect with the breath. I want you to just focus in on the breathing. I'm just gonna double check if I can figure out kind of what's happened, because I did lose the participants, and I don't know what happened. Yeah. Okay. I'm still recording. Internet is stable here, so I'm wondering if something has happened on the peninsula. Okay. So shoulder blades are tucked under, palms are facing up, legs are dropped to the side. However, if that low back is communicating in any way, take the knees, bend them, take the feet wide, draw the knees in towards each other. You could also take a bolster under the thighs. Just find a way to be comfortable for this portion of the practice, which is arguably the most important part of the practice. So we breathe in and out, noticing the pull of the mind, recognizing that the mind likes to be busy, likes to chew on thoughts and ideas. But in this moment, we're inviting the mind to be present in this moment where there is currently no threat to the self, to the body. And then this signals to the nervous system that all is right in the world. And then the nervous system can say, oh, thank God, and relax a little bit, ease, take the pressure off, so to speak. And then the parasympathetic nervous system can do its job, which is to nourish the nervous system. Remembering you can come back to thoughts later. We're not pushing them away into non-existence. We're just inviting those thoughts just to pause, come back to them later so that you can just focus on the breath, body, this moment. Inviting softness to the face. Inviting softness to the belly. Loosening your grip on the hands, the arms. Loosening your hold on the legs and the feet. And then nice and easy, bringing a little bit of movement into the toes and the fingers and the face. Inhaling arms up overhead for a gentle full body stretch. Big breath in. Big breath out, exhaling. In your own time, we'll bend the knees, bring the arms in, and roll over to one side. And again, in your own time, sitting back up. Nice and easy, keeping the eyes closed or gaze downward. You may choose to sit on the floor or may choose to sit on the chair. Sitting with a tall spine, breathing in and out. Noticing expansion and contraction. Also noticing the activity of the mind might already be anticipating movement into the next part of your day and has already started, that next part. So I'm going to invite you just to stick with this moment. So that we can just take these last final moments of the practice to take your hands to heart center. Acknowledge the effort and the energy that you brought to your practice today. Thank yourself for taking care of the body and taking the time and the effort and energy to know the mind a little bit better. And we'll bring our hands together and seal in with a unifying Om as we inhale together. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. So nice to be back into our routine. And we'll see you again soon.